Hey there, artist. You are going to be creating a Wassily Kandinsky inspired art using composition 8. So you should have had the noisy paint box read to you. And in the noisy paint box, you learn that Wassily Kandinsky had a paint box given to him, and he really felt like the colors were speaking to him and he could hear it. And so based on that, he was able to create these amazing works of art with music tied to it. And that's why it's called Composition 8, because composition, yes, it also is a name for a work of art, but people compose music. So it's interesting that he used a musical term that goes with his art. So we're gonna have a lot of fun creating this. So pay attention, and I'm gonna give you directions on how to make this. So let's get started. You are going to get a piece of paper. On the back, just like I've been showing you, write your name, circle your grade. You could be in kinder, you could be in first, I don't know, depending on the class. Write the first letter of your teacher's name. Don't worry about the date or the title for now, okay? Then you're just gonna flip it over and get started. So one thing you want to pay attention about, like I've mentioned, is all the different shapes. So that is going to be your first step that you're going to do for your art. So you should have a bunch of shapes to trace around to help you, and then go from there. So you have crayons, markers, colored pencils. I'm going to use markers and crayons to trace my shapes. So these are the colors that I've chosen for myself. Obviously, don't just take all of them from the tray. Take one at a time, but since I'm making my video, I'm gonna just take them all. No one else, I'm not sharing with anyone else right now. So, you know, think about when the music is playing, what it makes you feel. And we don't want to copy what Kandinsky did completely. We want to come up with our own. So I'm thinking something like, you know, just, you guys are going to have to just have fun with it, but take a shape, trace it, and you should be able to trace. We did our leaf lesson. We know to put our other hand that we don't write with, press down so it doesn't move. And then once you're done, you're able to go back and trace over. Perfect. Next thing, I think I'm going to use a second shape. And what I love is you can overlap. So let me go over the shapes that they are. Is you have large circle, medium circle, a little bit smaller, triangles of different rectangles. And then you have a ruler as well. I don't have a ruler with me while I'm making this video, but I'm just gonna use the edge of something to help me. So then what's the next thing I wanna do? I don't know, I feel like making a third circle go across it. So remember, this is your art. You don't have to copy. I prefer that you know, kind of create your own ideas and designs. And then the last one, I'm going to do purple again. You guys should be experts now at tracing. And then I think I'm going to continue this small one. So Kandinsky loved shapes, and he lets the music speak to him in what he's feeling. He says he can hear the colors. Perfect. Okay. So I'm not done yet. There is so much to do still, but you know, obviously I didn't copy what Kandinsky did, but I came up with my own designs. But you know, now that there's color as well. But first, let's add a few more shapes. Let's add some more shapes. Let's see. I think this giant triangle will be cool. It kind of comes in and strikes the circles. So for this, I think I'm going to use a marker. Perfect. Ooh, that looks cool. Let's see. There's some empty space here, right? So I think it would be cool if I had a triangle come attack the circles this way, come towards it. Let's see. Let's do a shade of green. A neon kind of shade. Remember to hold that shape down with the opposite hand. It's time to color. So the most important thing about this art is you want the outline of the shapes to pop and those black lines that are coming as the next step. So I'm not going to put too much pressure with my crayon. Take a little bit of pressure off and just color. I think I'm going to skip that one and color the next one. I really have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just rolling with it as I listen to music, thinking, how is the music speaking to me? How are the colors speaking to me? I'm going to skip that one, color here. I just realized these look like baseballs. Color around that triangle. Go back and repeat. So there's a lot of pattern in my art. And then color blue. Go back and kind of clean that one up a bit. I don't want to color this entire thing now that I think about it, because I don't want it to take away from this design. So I'm thinking I might just outline it. So now that you're done drawing your shapes, it's time to draw the angle lines, straight lines, curve lines with a black crayon or black marker. Make sure you use a ruler for the straight lines and the angle lines. So you really need to just have fun with it. Just take it and just go. So I'm using a crayon because I was worried a black marker, you know, might be faded, not come out as dark. Black crayon probably is the way to go. I'm going to have it just go like this. I think I'm going to add some straight lines going up and down. Here we go. I'm going to move it a little lower, draw another one, another one. You could even make stairs. Have fun with it. And because I have so many vertical, I think I kind of want to make some horizontal. But first, I'm going to have some curve lines. Color it in so it's nice and thick. Drawing another curve line, nice and thick, coloring it in. I'm going to make some outlines of these shapes to just make them pop more so they don't kind of get lost. It's interesting how I don't think of these things in the beginning. I don't even have a plan, and just as you look at your art, you just add things to it. So I've decided I'm going to add some horizontal lines, do a little bit of a checkerboard, color those in nice and neat. There's some white space here. I think I'm going to bring some boxes there because there's boxes in the middle, so it'll kind of like bring the art together. I didn't really have any plan for any of this, but these ideas just come as you are creating. And then I realized, oh, you know what? I kind of do want to color in those triangles. So I just take my marker, color all that in. And then this turquoise triangle, I don't want to color it that dark color that I outlined it with. So I just grab a lighter marker and color it in. And you can use crayon too, do not worry, or colored pencil, just take pressure off and you'll get the exact same results. So this is the finished piece. Let's go over what you need to do. You are going to get shapes. You are going to use crayons, markers, or colored pencils. I want you to pretend you are tracing. Use your hand that you trace with. Use your other hand to pretend to press down on a shape and pretend to trace around triangles, squares, and circles. Step 2 is coloring. Pretend you are coloring with your hand. Step 3, pretend you are holding down a ruler. Make some straight lines, angle lines, curve lines. And there you have it.